In this video, we're going to be analyzing stop-motion film Caroline.
Coraline.
Right, sorry. Coraline by Henry Selick. We're going to be analyzing some shots from the film and identifying how they apply to cinematography and the auteur theory. First up, cinematography. Cinematography is the art of photography and camera work in filmmaking. In this film, Selick has assigned a set of behaviors to the camera to help propel the story forward. Basically, Selick is using the camera itself as a catalyst for Coraline's discoveries. In this scene, we see Coraline walking towards a bush, but also towards the camera. Sitting directly in front of the camera is the very dowsing rod that is going to lead Coraline to the old well. In this second shot is Coraline's very first encounter with the little door. Coraline looks towards where the camera is placed and walks directly towards it, discovering the little door. And in the process, she abuses that poor box. I'm sure you get it by now, but here's one more example for you. Coraline literally running towards the camera to make the biggest discovery of the entire film. That little door behind that poor box that's now dead, that door goes somewhere. The other world. A world that is seemingly better than Coraline's reality. It's so unbelievable how amazing this place is that even Coraline's parents insinuate that she's dreaming.
Coraline, you only dreamed you ate all that chicken.
Yeah,
Anyway, Selick uses lighting to make a clear and jarring distinction between Coraline's reality and the other world. Coraline's reality is dark, gray, and kind of bland, while the other world is presented as bright, colorful, and vibrant. The dramatic difference between the two worlds makes the other world not only appealing to the eye, but inviting to Coraline. A really unique way that Selick uses lighting is to imply that time has passed and to provide a really smooth transition into the next scene. It's a bit hard to explain, so I'll let you see this one for yourself.
She's taken them.
Look at how smooth that is. In addition to just making really cool transitions with lighting, the guy just makes cool transitions. It should be criminal how smooth these transitions are. Check out this one. Smooth. Criminal. Smooth criminal. Another way Selick uses the camera is to put emphasis on two of the most important characters, Coraline and the other mother. They are both introduced with a quick and jarring zoom into the face. The other father has the same kind of introduction, but I'm going to argue here that since everything in the other world is simply an extension of the other mother, then doesn't that make the other father just the other mother too? Meaning that they just introduced the same character twice. Now, it's time for the auteur test. Is Henry Selick an auteur? Who gets to decide that? Why do people get to decide that? We'll be applying Selick's film to Sarris's auteur theory to determine whether or not Henry Selick is, in fact, an auteur. Sarris mentions three things that make an auteur. The first being technique, which we already talked about in the cinematography portion of the video. Selick uses the camera and lighting to his advantage to tell his story. Therefore, he passes this part of the test. The second in Sarris's list of criteria is personal style. And since Henry Selick films are commonly mistaken for similar director Tim Burton, Selick cannot pass this part of the test. One could argue that this isn't because Henry Selick isn't unique or doesn't have his own style, but there just aren't as many directors that use stop-mo as a medium. And since Tim Burton is very well known, it's easy for Selick to be overshadowed. But alas, I cannot award you this point, Henry Selick. The last point of criteria that Sarris gives for auteurism is that there must be an internal meaning. This one is harder to pinpoint because internal meaning is subjective from viewer to viewer, from even the director to me, the analyzer. But on a very basic level, I think that we can all agree that the internal meaning of Coraline could be that the grass isn't always greener on the other side, and to always cherish the things you have because they could be taken away at any given moment. With that being said, I will be awarding Henry Selick the last point. So this means he has a score of 2 out of 3 according to Saris's auteurism. And therefore, Henry Selick is an auteur. Yeah. Alright. Gotta stop this. The end. Peace out. Why are you still here? No, but seriously, the video is actually over now.